Very nice to meet all of you. So, just to begin with today's session, I will request Nikita from EnergyBright to take you through a short presentation and understand what this challenge actually looks forward to. So, over to you, Nikita.
Thank you so much, Vinny. I will share my screen. First of all, thanks for everyone who has joined here, and thanks for whoever registered for this challenge. So basically, this challenge is to actually have an AI powered building energy rating solutions. So it was very handy for me to reach out to Multiverse and Challenge.one to get this competition launched. So when I was talking about AI powered building energy assessments, first of all, let's try to understand what we are actually trying to look at here. So basically at EnergyBright, we do building energy assessments. So what does a building energy assessment actually mean on a high level is that we try to reduce energy bills for the homeowners, in short, right? So for this, what we need to do is we have to actually connect to the homeowners and people who are renting the property and things like that, because it's actually across world. If at least in Europe and US, if you have to rent a property or get a mortgage on a property and things like that, people end up going for a BR assessment. And that's when you end up getting that. So we tend to, connect with the homeowners who actually needs BR assessment and try to do BR assessments for them. So when I say what is a BR assessment, right? So everyone at our home, we will have our air conditioner, we'll have our heating system, we'll have lights, we'll have hot water. All of these actually contributes to energy consumption at our houses. So the better system we have at house, the lower energy would be consumed. So the ultimate aim and purpose of this is to identify how much electricity is your house or your building consuming and try to make it cost effective. Let's say that you have your old lights, which are like, fluorescent lights or things like that. I can actually come in and say, you can change your LED bulbs and make it cost effective. And also you would have your energy rating simplified. So in order to meet all of this, we have a process. So basically we go to the houses, we inspect the houses, we take the measurements of the house, basically from the doors, windows, from their floor area, their roof, what type of wall insulation do they have, what type of roof insulation do they have, etc. And then after that, we have a portal. In Ireland, it's called a deep system, but different countries have different names for those portals. And we just come home and calculate all that manually and end up coming up, entering it into the deep system. And then you get a certificate which looks, like this, which is on your right. So this is the process that currently we follow. So for that, whatever I told is everything is manual process. So since I do it myself, right? So I know that there are so many manual processes that are involved, which is like more than 60% of the manual work that you would definitely require. Basically, you are going in, measuring your windows, measuring your floor area and things like that. And I thought, why don't we have an automation? Because I come from a space of data science and AI myself. And I was able to see that there is a lot of scope that we could do here. The global challenge that we are talking about is that we have 250 million buildings worldwide, which would actually require building assessments. And currently, there are so much of bottleneck problems and delays that happens because the number of assessors are less, but the number of work that needs to be done is more. So it just takes average amount of 6 weeks sometimes for them to get down to what you would require as a certificate, because it has manual work and it also ends up having error rate as well. So why are we currently assessing this method is that we want to basically have a platform which can actually standardize the different kind of technologies across the countries that they are using to have a channel. Because when I go into the house, be it in US or be it in Ireland, I'm just going to do the same measurements. So then why not we actually have a unified platform and which helps us to reduce the timeline and make it effective as well. So that's the reason we have this challenge onboarded. Our vision for this is to have, like, let's say I go into the house and within 24 hours I should be in a position to finish off whatever I have to finish off, and then try to reduce the manual errors that are there and increase the accuracy by 95%, which can also be a cost effective thing, because if something is taking 6 weeks of time now and it's taking 24 hours for now, then it would actually reduce the cost because they end up doing more houses as well as part of their assessment process as VR assessors. So the solution basically I was, and with the help of the team here, Vinny and Randeep sir and Riska, we thought, okay, why can't we go with a smart solution? Everybody has their phones. Go home, use your phone, take a picture, and it has to do your, measurements for you and things like that, which we have with respect to OpenCV and computer vision kind of stuff, which we can be using. And then we also ensure that it's compliant as well using our engines while we are calculating things, ensuring that the regulatory compliances are also met because different market has different compliances. So we can upload those documents and ensure that those are all met. And then the assessor can do a manual review to ensure that the flow is correct. And just once he's satisfied with that, he can go ahead and publish the certification. We don't want to make this process 100% automated because at the end of the day, we want the assessor to take a look and not even have those 5% of error that can actually be happening and ensure that it's being published. So from this, who are actually going to benefit, right? It's definitely going to be the property owners who would be benefiting from it because they get it done quickly, and also they tend to know like what are the effective methods that they could use because this would actually generate an advisory report as well. Like I said, like their heating system is only 86% efficient, and if they put in a 95% efficient system, they might probably end up paying less electricity bills, which is an investment for sure, but it is a high yield as well in the long-term investment kind of things. And probably having thermostats, which is a very simple solution, which is not even, going to cost you more than 100 euros or 200 euros. That would also be one of the kind of things. So it is very effective for property owners as well. And then assessors, yes, it's going to be very useful for them because their productivity is going to be increasing. Not only that, with their productivity, but also they can be time effective. They can just get it done and tested in the site itself, and they can just come home and relax rather than, sitting and doing the manual calculations again and publishing stuffs into the portal. And if they don't know where to find things, they have to email the distributors and things like that. So probably we can even integrate that stuff in the later on stage to ensure that there is reduced manual works as well. So like we know that the policymakers actually have climate policies and as part of sustainability and things like that. At least in Europe, I know that within 2030 they wanted to achieve green houses all over the European continent, and they're still lagging from the percentage they want to achieve at this moment. Probably this might actually help them. And also, like if someone has to retrofit, they can also make use of the better data that they have and say that, okay, these houses are already a B-rated houses, which is very good. So we don't need to do anything on top of these houses. Or there are ABC houses, which are like, very low-rated house, and we need to take an action on top of it. We can just go and reach out to them for retrofitting. So these are the kind of benefits that we are looking at this point with this innovation that we are going to try and do. And since I was talking about the driving global sustainability goals, we would see that it's affordable and clean energy that we want. We are also looking at having sustainable cities and also taking right action with respect to climate actions because we don't want your houses to be emitting more of CO2. Rather, we could reduce it by all these effective methods. And then finally, we have our industry to have innovation and infrastructures built in with respect to using the retrofitting programs and sustainable developments. So yeah, I would request you all to join the innovation. And if you want to build a sustainable future, why not take a part here? And not only that, and if you wanted to even innovate on your thoughts with respect to AI and how we could probably end up reducing CO2, please feel free to join our challenge. Our challenge would offer you virtual internship, or you would be, publishing, you'll have a publishing opportunity, or probably you might, even buy the micro credentials for successfully completing this. And also we might provide you pilot compensation. So these are a few options that we are looking at, and based upon the idea and that comes in, we would be reaching out to you guys and working out on this. Yeah, together we can actually accelerate the global transition to ensure that we have net zero buildings, which actually empowers like 50,000 plus assessors to use the AI tools and create standardized infrastructure. And we serve for almost 250 million properties worldwide to make it more effective and reduce carbon emissions. Thank you.
This was very informative, Nikhita.
Thank
And
you.
just in addition to whatever Nikita has shared, I would also like to take everybody through the challenge which is there on our platform. Now, the way to participate to this challenge is we have this challenge posted on Challenges.one, which is our platform. And when you come here, this is the home page, and you go to challenges. And here, the first challenge that you will find here is the AI-powered global building energy assessment solutions. We also have a short video there to better understand. And all the details related to the challenge that Nikita also discussed are all given here in quite detail. The guidelines, evaluation, the timelines, everything is given. In case there are also incentives, some very lucrative incentives are there. You'll get a virtual internship in strategic foresight, a publication opportunity with Multiverse, and an opportunity to get a micro credential for successful evaluation.
Yeah, thanks, Winnie, and thanks everyone here.
Thank
We're
you.
looking forward for all your inputs.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
All the
and all the
best.
best.
Thank you.
Bye.